Six major updates from Germany this week, and they are going to affect a lot of people. Some are done deals, some are still being negotiated, and one of them has already sparked a massive backlash. Welcome to Newsworm. Today we are looking at what happened in Germany this week and how it affects you. Let's get into it. If you have ever looked at the cost of getting a driving license in Germany, you know it's brutal. Around 3,400 euros on average. Compare that to roughly 1,500 in Luxembourg. So the cabinet has approved a reform to bring that cost down. Here's what's changing. Theory classes can now be done fully online. The exam question pool has been cut by nearly 30%. Mandatory special drives down from 12 to a minimum of 3, and you will be able to practice with a parent or a family member instead of paying an instructor for every single hour behind the wheel. But will prices actually drop? Transport Minister Schneider says don't expect it overnight. Driving schools set their own prices. New rules could take effect by January 2027. Now, what if pharmacies could do things that only doctors were allowed to do before? That's exactly what Germany's new pharmacy reform is pushing for. Pharmacies are getting major new powers, and here's how it affects you. Need a prescription for something minor? No doctor's visit needed. Want a health screening for heart disease or diabetes? Your pharmacy can do it. Need a rapid test for an infection? Walk in and get it done. Even vaccinations for things like tetanus and tick-borne encephalitis? Your apotheker can handle that now. Especially if you live in a rural area, this is a big deal. The Greens and AfD voted against the reform. Left Party abstained, but it passed in the Bundestag with coalition support. Thinking about switching to electric? Germany's new EV subsidy went live this week, and depending on your income and family size, you could get back anywhere from 1,500 to 6,000 euros. Families get an extra 500 euros per child up to a maximum of 1,000 euros, and lower income households get even higher support. It covers purely electric cars, plug-in hybrids, and even electric cars with range extenders. If you already bought one this year, you can still apply. It's retroactive to January 1st. The portal is open now. Now imagine this, you have a baby and the child benefit just shows up in your bank account. No forms, no applications, nothing. That's what a new draft law is proposing. Starting 2027, Kindergeld would be fully automatic for newborns. The system would use data the state already holds, the child's tax identification number, your bank details, to process the payment on its own. The rollout comes in two phases. Phase 1 kicks in around March 2027 for newborns in families that already have children. Phase 2 around November 2027 covers firstborns. The conditions are simple. At least one parent needs to live with the child in Germany, be employed here, and the IBAN needs to be known to the authorities. Finance Minister Klimbel says this would eliminate around 300,000 applications a year. The next one is going to worry a lot of parents. Elterngeld could be getting cut. The government has already set the target, 350 million euros cuts from the Elterngeld for the 2027 budget. What's still being negotiated is how those savings are achieved. Here's what's on the table. The biggest change being discussed is duration. Right now, basic Elterngeld runs for 14 months. That could shrink to 12. The percentage of your salary you receive during parental leave, currently around 65%, and how couples split the months are also being considered. And now, the one you have been waiting for. What if the government told you that you would have to work until you are 70 years old? A government-appointed pension commission is preparing to recommend raising the retirement age from 67 years to 70 years gradually over the next 4 decades. 68 in the early 2040s, 69 in the 2050s, and 70 by the early 2060s. On top of that, the Commission is reportedly looking at reducing the pension levels from 48 to 46%, meaning retirees could receive a smaller share of average earnings than they do today. There's also a debate within Commission about whether civil servants who are currently exempt should be required to contribute to the statutory pension system. The Commission's full recommendations are expected on June 30th. That wraps up this week. 6 big moves in Germany, and most of them are far from over. See you in the next one. This is Newsworm.